Keep it hot, keep it free. Late night eyes on the screen. Name lights up when you come through. One more laugh, one more tease. You know what I do. Hold up, don't blink. We're going in. Hold up, say my name. Then lean in. AJ after dark. AJ after dark. Stay here with me. AJ after dark. AJ after dark. AJ after dark. Lights out, hearts up. AJ after dark.
That was short and sweet. Of course, Rue's going to bark now. Hello.
Hola.
Hola. Happy Tuesday.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I
that
was
wasn't
like, what is she supporting here? What's happening?
that wasn't me. Except for the one at the beginning where she was a little wobbly. That could have been me.
That's funny.
And I accidentally just shut my tab that I needed open over here because, you know,
Oh, God. That's great.
working some tech. Was that low as well?
A little bit. Not bad, though.
Okay, I'll turn it up because, like I said, I'm always scared that it's gonna. Oh, whoopsies. All right, I'm in my ear twice.
Well,
You know, this is why I start early. That I can get all the my kinks wore out. I don't need to wear my kinks out. Just need to get them figured out. Good grief.
I was going to say the word kink, and then I was like, is that appropriate for tonight?
That was very appropriate. What's up, Bad
Dad
Dazzle?
Dazzler's about to say something. He's mid-typing right
He's
now.
like typing so
Yeah.
fast. I can always bring it up. I will fix the volume. But tonight it's going to be low for that because yeah. Because remember that time? What's going on?
I don't know. What's going on?
Something's weird.
My life is weird, okay? What do you got going on?
Apparently, weirdness. I don't know. What's happening?
Are you trying to do Rumble?
No, Rumble's going.
Oh, okay.
There we go. All right. It was just saying, I'm like, I see, like, I know Bad Dazzler's here. Like, I know there's at least one person here. And it was like, there's no people here. I was like, I know that's not true.
No,
Liar.
it says in mine there's 6.
Yeah, now I got it. So, Cheyenne will be here at 7. 6, 7. There you go.
Oh God, I almost gagged on my own tongue when you said that.
Sorry.
Lord.
I can't save you either. Because I'm here. You're there. But she will be checking in at 7. So, and then we will. We shall.
We will. Mm.
We shall.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about you and me. Sorry, I had to go through it in my brain.
That's fine with me. What?
Deidre.
What's up, Deidre? How you doing?
3 hot ladies.
Not the nails fire. Yeah, Cheyenne's like, thank you. That makes me, AI made me look so good. I was like, I think you look the most like you out of all 3 of us.
Yeah. Mr. Gabby goes, is that you? And I was like, well, that's what AI says I'm supposed to look like. So absolutely.
Yes.
So when you look at me, that's what you're going to see from now on. Okay.
I had to, sometimes it likes to give people age spots or and make their skin a little weird. And
my skin.
so it did that to me this time. And I was like, you, and I think you, and I'm like, you need to smooth our skin out because it doesn't look like that. Not even in real life.
Yeah,
like,
you know
knock
what?
it off.
Well, every time you make an AI image of me, I get madder and madder because I'm like, I wish I was that hot. I'm like, you know what? AI is freaking rude. They know what they're doing. I look like, you know that show, Shameless?
I know the show, but I've not watched it.
So the sister, the main character, she always looks like a hot mess, right? She's hot as a character, like as a human being, she's wicked hot, but like Her hair's always crazy. She's got like a fucking Cheerio in it or whatever. She's got like stains on her. She's like working wicked hard. She's trying to take care of her family. She just looks like a hot mess, right? That's me. My hair is ridiculous all the time. I don't care what I look like. I just go out. I'm 5'1". You barely see me anyway. But this AI, I hate it because, good Lord, if I looked half as hot as that friggin' image.
UK version or USA version, is there a difference?
I think there is.
Do we look better in one than the other? Like, do I need to try the other one? I don't know. I got whatever's on my computer version.
I feel like I would look way better in the UK version.
You have no idea. I don't know. And what's up, Snipe? Because I can put the image idea in one. I can't. It's like I have to. I don't know. You have to move things around to. Of Shameless, not of AI. See, we're smart. Yeah. So I don't know the answer to that one either. Bad test.
Wow. Yeah, me either. Sorry. I thought you were talking about AI.
Me too.
I was like, wait, is there a different version of AI in UK? I mean, maybe I'll look better in the UK. Or
yeah,
maybe
I was like,
have like
there's hope.
Teeth and like drinking a lot of tea or something. AI version of me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Not that you guys have weird teeth. I'm stereotyping you guys. That's terrible. That's horrible. You know what? We were just talking about this in Discord. I have no filter. I'm sorry. I love the UK. I love you guys. My teeth are not perfect either. You know what? Foot and mouth disease. Foot and mouth disease. Forget about what I just said. Move on. It is. It's the scones. Blame it on the scones.
That's hilarious. So I was, there's two things. One that just happened before you jumped on earlier. There was a little YouTube short that was playing. I wasn't watching it, but the guy was, I think he was in Massachusetts. Did you guys have any of the World Cup stuff there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in Taunton.
Yeah. I just saw them just recently. I had to drop my friend off. She was going to the Pride in Providence. And I dropped her off. And as I'm getting on the highway. Well, yeah, because I wasn't going to. There's no way she would have been able to park down there anyway.
What's up, Ash?
We left super early. Hey, Ash. We left super early. It's right down. It's like 5 minutes from my house, where she had to get dropped off. And so I leave there. I'm about to jump on the highway, and I see the Scottish flags on this car. And there's a bunch of dudes in it,
That's where this guy was from.
Yeah, they were wearing the Scottish, shirts and all that stuff. But I've been keeping up with it because apparently Scotland has drunk Boston bars out of all their beer. Okay?
That wasn't the short I was watching. I just was laughing because he was in Taunton, and I didn't. Did I say it right?
Taunton, yeah.
I did. All right, high five me.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear if you said it right or not because I was just watching, but he was, but he didn't talk about his drinking.
No, yeah. I mean, they've been all over. I mean, the World Cup was at one of the things was at Gillette Stadium. I had to go past there because my cousin recently just graduated. His school is in Walpole, so I had to go past Gillette Stadium. And I know Let's Go hates Boston too, Deidre. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I saw so many videos. Boston, no beer at the bars. Because Scotland drunk it all.
That's funny. Enjoy the traffic cones on everything but the road.
Yeah. They're posting all the a bunch of Scottish dudes are laughing. They're trying to scale the friggin' things.
Yes, Gillette like the shaver.
Yeah. Yes. Legit.
It is. Yes.
It's literally named after Gillette.
Yes. The best
That's,
a man can get. That's what
yeah.
they say.
And the stadium is named after that, and that is the New England football stadium.
Patriots?
Is Gillette Stadium. Patriots. That's the home of the Patriots. Yeah,
Ash is
I'm just like, dead. Dead. She's like, dead.
That's
What's your
it.
stadium? What's your stadium named after? The Moose?
Moose Knuckle.
Yeah. Is your stadium called Moose Knuckle? I mean, we could go. You know.
You know.
But,
yeah. Oh, and the other
yeah.
thing was over the weekend.
Oh, what's the other thing? Yeah.
One of the, so, you know, I watch On Patrol Live because I love it. The, one of the new departments they were started to follow in South Carolina is Dorchester. And I'm like, oh no.
Dorchester.
That's like, if that's in Mass, that is Dorchester. There's ER is TAH. Like, there's no ER at the end of words in Boston. It doesn't happen. And I'm like, so every time they said it, I said, that's how I would have, I probably did say that to Gabby when I was reading freaking aforesaid 1,000 times with that,
Oh my God.
what was her name? Jolly Jane?
Yep.
And all the places out there, like, that's where I learned about Worcester.
Worcester.
Worcester, not Worcester.
It's not Worcester. It's
Worcester.
not wash your sister sauce. It's Worcester. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, Cheyenne should be here at any time, Heidel.
Yep, she'll be here.
The Patriots, no, there she is. You call her name and she appears. The Patriots owner is the best a man can get. Knows that the best a man can get. Not get. Wait, I'm going to quit reading that.
Can get.
Can get.
Yeah.
What's up, Shy?
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Sweet.
How are you?
Pretty good. Happy to be here.
Yes, happy to have you here. I do have a question. We're gonna have to do this one live because I need you to look at this and make sure that it's okay. And I didn't get to show Gabby because we were yakking. I know that's hard to believe, but here is the banner that I was gonna run down below just to you know, cover our butts. Ash, you've got the Commonwealth Stadium for football.
Yep, see, that's all you need right there. Please consult a licensed healthcare. You're covered, AJ. You're covered. All right.
Okay. Well, I'll just leave that
you're
there.
Good.
Yes, that is full of information.
Yep, that's everything that you need to know.
Well, you know, I was like, I could put probably just the end. And then I thought, maybe I should cover the beginning and the middle so that we're covered. So
yeah, I think that's good because that's my biggest thing is I'm not licensed yet, so I cannot provide psychotherapy.
Not yet, but you're gonna get there. So
you will.
You are
very determined.
Absolutely. Sure. Deidre says, Happy Pride Month. Cheyenne loves, she loves Indy Pride. I don't know that she liked Houston Pride so much.
Happy Pride Month to anyone celebrating.
So, absolutely.
You know, I've never actually been to Pride, and my brother is gay, and he always asks me to go to Boston Pride with him. And I always say, what are you, crazy? This is like asking me to go up there for St. Patty's Day. It's going to be absolutely batshit crazy. No thanks. I'll observe from my couch. It's going to be amazing. I love it.
Well, my little tiny town, I don't know if they still do, because I don't know if COVID may have done it in, but they used to have one of the biggest pride things in the country. And it was just like, please let us know the day that all of you are coming into town. Not that I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to be trapped in my town. It's not a lot of ways in and out, and for me to get back to my house. So it's like, I don't want the traffic. And Snipe said, That's a good question for Shy. Should we cover the front, middle, and the end?
Snipe, actually, I can answer this for you. Sorry, Cheyenne, if I may. You
Go
should
ahead.
cover all of those completely around. You need to be wearing pants during this stream. Okay, thank you.
And then Heidel concurs.
Yep. See?
And it's
I
exit
think-
only.
Any protection from glitter
Oh,
is
Lord,
is
don't even start with the glitter.
So, Cheyenne, would you like to introduce yourself again?
Again? Sure. So my name is Cheyenne. I do go by Shy. I'm actually here, one, because lovely alternate juror asked me to come back for part 2. And for those who missed it, the reason why I'm here, we're just talking about stuff. Specifically anything that has to do with relationships, therapy, and even sexual health. My background is actually of a marriage and family therapist. I do currently hold my master's degree. I am also pre-licensed, which means the state hasn't granted me permission yet to offer psychotherapy, but we're getting there. It's around the corner. As far as the kind of sexual health component, so one of my passions is sex and relationship health. We're talking about issues with infidelity, sexual shame, maybe a little bit of trauma, maybe even a mismatch in what you want sexually in relationships. So my goal is to get a PhD in clinical sexology. I'm not there yet, but I'm fairly close to pursuing that. But I've done a lot of my own self-research, as well as have been a participant in a lot of the studies that are funded regarding clinical sexology. And I'm just kind of broadening my knowledge here and see what kind of conversation we can have tonight.
Good job. Good on you, Shy. I was not introduced to Cheyenne as Shy, so I've told her, like, she will always be Cheyenne to me. It's kind of like, that's just how it is. It's hard for me to, once I get introduced to somebody and that's their name and that's what I know them by, when they're like, nope, I go by this, I'm like, not in my book. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I've done it a couple times now that she's been on here, but she's just Cheyenne in my book. So
I'm the complete opposite, actually. My phone tells me the opposite. I type Cheyenne, and it says, you mean shy? And I'm like, yep, that's what I mean. Yep,
That's what
whatever
I mean.
you say. Yep.
well, and Carmen doesn't call her that. So
Right.
I hear Cheyenne say Shy, and then I'm like, wait, who's that? Who is that? Oh yeah, that's you. And then, but I don't know. I'm just not. I'll get there. Maybe. I promise nothing.
So basically, at the end of the day, we just blame Carmen,
Yes,
is what I heard.
that's what I
Yeah,
heard.
we usually do that anyway. It's either Carmen or I always get blamed, so it's fine.
It's hard for me to not think of Gabby as anything but twat waffle. Well, that's
Yeah.
not nice, Snipe.
Oh no, he's saying that because I always say that swear
know.
word, thought waffle. Yeah,
Ah, that's funny.
that's how he basically met
It's
me.
love.
Yeah, I just was calling somebody a twat waffle.
I've heard you do that.
Oh, you definitely have. Yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know. I know one question that Gabby got today. I don't know when you want to read that one.
No, yeah, you can read it. You can put it up.
I
I
don't-
blocked the picture out, so you can.
I thought you were going to read that.
Oh, no, I can read it. You want me to read it?
I became old maple ass. Sorry, I had to read that from Ash.
It is.
I
That's
will not.
Ash. She's good old
I-
maple ass.
I don't call you that. I said that last night because you said you didn't say ass. And I said, unless you're saying maple ass.
Good old maple ass.
That's it. Otherwise, you're Ash.
All right.
This
So I
is
did
this is kind of a big question.
Facebook.
I also have subjects we can totally roll down if we're out of questions. So I'm prepared this
that's
time.
cool. That's cool. So I sent a snapshot of it to AJ, and it says, "Oh yeah, LOL. Can you ask them why some girls can't finish from penetration? Laughing face, TMI.
And she's like, I was like, well, we're off to a good start.
Yeah.
Good question. I'll ask that.
That is a good question, and I'm glad it's a question that's being asked because I feel like it took a long time to get to a point where people are even open to having those kind of discussions. So I think, I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I feel like a lot of people would be surprised if they actually knew how many women cannot orgasm with penetration alone. A lot of that is due to lack of stimulus. So everyone talks about the clitoris, and they always say it's that one little teeny tiny spot at the top. That's a portion of it, but that's a very tiny portion of it. So I wish I had models to show you guys, but I don't. But the clitoris
That might
actually,
get me banned, Cheyenne.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Although that would be entertaining.
It would.
So the biggest thing is that organ itself, its only function is for pleasure. And if it's not activated appropriately, that makes it very difficult to get to that point where you are, quote unquote, finishing. Something to keep in mind, understanding the anatomy of it for anyone is important, because sure, you have the kind of the little dot that everybody knows about, but there's little like bulbs that come off that dot right between the labia majoris, and you can use those to stimulate as well, but you have to almost wait for them to get activated, because they only are activated when there's enough blood flow. For there to be enough blood flow, it has to be stimulated, but you also have to be, as a woman, you have to be the person who can kind of calm down some of the other noises to be able to get to that point. If you're starting off with high stress, high anxiety, you feel like you have to perform, or heck, maybe you just want to get it over with because you got some other obligations that have to happen, it's going to be really hard to engage those muscles to be able to get to that point. And that's why a lot of women struggle, because they're not engaging either their brain to be able to activate, or it's not being physically stimulated.
So, Heidel says, medically speaking, some women, it can be pain and neuro damage from health issues and surgeries too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's one of the things that you have to be open with your partner. Even things that didn't happen, maybe there has been trauma that puts a mental block on being able to get to that point. Heidel's absolutely right.
This one didn't come up in StreamYard, so I can't put it up on the screen. Frank said, is there a big difference between a clitoral and a vaginal orgasm?
Yes, there is. So more women can have clitoral orgasms than have vaginal orgasms. Regardless, both parts are playing a part just because of where they're at in proximity when you actually look at the human body. When a lot of women find it easier to be able to orgasm when both are stimulated. But now, you can have just one.
Well, but I'm confused now. Okay, so why is that true? No, why is that true though? Why is it that a lot of women have trouble having I don't know how to word this. It's all going to come out confuculated. Let me tell you.
That's a new one.
Yeah, I made it up. Why is it harder for women to have one versus the other? Like, you know, I don't know how else to word it, I guess. My brain is messed up.
So just anything with sex in general, there is no one size fits all. But
Right.
some women might struggle because of those previous blocks that I slightly mentioned.
Mhm.
Any kind of physical changes, childbirth makes a huge difference.
Okay.
Any type of trauma, any mental blocks, like someone just put in the chat that they're impatient and just want to get it done. If you're already starting at that mindset, you're probably not going to get there. And if you do, it's going to take quite a bit of time. And I think a lot of the struggles with it is just only recently, I mean, within the last 5 years, we're able to map the transmitters or the things that, like the neuro stuff in the clitoris. We were just able to map that 5 years ago for women. This entire time, that hasn't been even done. And even though people threw around numbers, those numbers were actually based on cows, not human women.
Did you
What?
say
Are you
cows?
serious?
As
Are
in
you
moo?
serious?
Oh my gosh.
Like farm cows?
Correct.
Unbelievable. That tells you right there. They think we're cattle. Unbelievable. Yeah, we gotta raise up and show them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Deidre says mental is a big part of it for me. I have to want to orgasm if my head isn't in it. Ain't gonna happen no matter what. I think a lot of us are like that.
Yeah.
Dang it, Frankie.
And
What's up,
it makes
Valhalla?
Oh, Lord.
complete sense, because the part that shuts down in both men's and women's brains, by the way, the part that shuts down to be able to orgasm is the prefrontal cortex. What is the prefrontal cortex? That's the thing that is analytical. It makes decisions. It lets us have control. It's the thing that keeps track of tasks. That has to be quiet for an orgasm to occur. And that's why I see mitigating stress is really important, because if that's already activated, now you have conflicting parts of your brain trying to work simultaneously, and you might not get there.
Well,
And-
also, you have to
Go
think of
ahead.
too, like if you have ADHD,
Mhm.
forget about it. Your brain is all over the place. You're like in the middle of it, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing that. When is this going to be done? What time is it right now? You know what I mean? Your brain's all over the place.
Right.
Oh,
right.
that's my sister.
Hello, Gabby's sister. I want to know the answer to this question too. Why does a male orgasm become disabled sometimes when they're drunk? Good question.
Oh, you know what? Talia, bravo, sister.
So I will have to answer this with a theory, not an actual concrete answer, because this actually happens to women as well. But being intoxicated, you're more desensitized. It takes longer to orgasm. Sometimes your body doesn't respond to stimulus because it's stressed out about the ethanol you consumed. And that's why sometimes when women are intoxicated, sure, it might make it easier to agree to the act, but it can actually take longer because of that desensitization factor. Also, it's dehydrating, and you need blood to be able to flow appropriately to be able to get to those places for them to work.
She says, yes, I feel like, and she corrected, can't focus or feel it as much. That makes sense.
Yep.
Valhalla, I'm waiting for you. I was waiting for him to make a comment because Valhalla raises goats. So when the cow comment came up, I was He said he had a joke, but he didn't tell us.
He's just over there and is
He's just over there as his goat.
Private jokes, laughing, giggling like a teenage girl over there.
Like we did the last stream. Yes, yeah. Snipe, medication can have an effect. Not just on you men.
Absolutely. I feel like there has been a lot of conversations around drugs used for mental health. You know, the SRIs and the stuff that kind of calms the emotion can also affect sex drive. I mean, it's one of the warning labels in the packages. And I think more and more people are starting to tune into that because I've seen, at least on my side of the algorithm with the internet, I've seen more of that conversation come up with doctors and even pharmacists explaining like it's a real concern. And you can be on it for so long, there might not be a way back to the beginning before you took the medicine.
That sucks. Whoops. What? Valhalla. Genghis Khan had a kingdom-wide search for a woman that resembled a specific cow that he was quite fond of. So I've heard.
Yeah.
And now we've all heard. You know what I always you this is on the subject of medications, I guess. It's like I feel like either women are actually that complicated or the medical field makes us that complicated because I'm like, how come you can come up with all this stuff for men, but then we're just over here, sorry, like we can't do anything for you because you're a woman and you're complicated. And I don't know if that's true or if they just don't want to.
Mm.
Because it would be, if we're going to talk about cows, it would be a cash cow if they did. If they could come up with something that like they have come up with for men. Thanks, Val. I do appreciate your jokes.
He's like, you're
When-
welcome. You know
when
me
you
bad
bring-
after you said that.
When you bring up coming up with something for men, are you talking specifically about like birth control?
No, I'm talking about like Viagra and that's, I mean, like Cialis or
is.
whatever other 50 types of commercials that we see.
There is one, and it was recently FDA approved. Let me see. It's spelled funny, but it's called Addy, but not like Adderall.
So it'd be like, well, great, that won't be available either.
Let's see. It is spelled. It's ADDYI.
ADDYI. That is weird.
Mhm.
Is it
And
out? Or no, it's just got FDA approved, so.
It just got FDA approved, and it's a specific treatment for women who have hypoactive sexual desire or low sex drive. Let's see. It's also known as the little pink pill.
Wait, does Viagra have a similar effect on women or Cialis or whatever? I don't.
I honestly don't know that, but I know that Viagra was supposed to be a blood pressure medicine. So during the study, you had men and women taking it.
I did not know that. Interesting. I did have to learn. I asked the pharmacist that I worked with what the whole 4-hour thing was. Like, why do you have to go to the ER? And he explained it to me. I didn't realize it could kill you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I got it now. Like, oh, I'm sorry I had to ask, but I didn't know. What's up, Nidow? Too many kids up in here for this discussion. Yes. Yeah. Guys, put the question mark or something in front if you have a question so I catch it. Hormone. I'm glad, Deidre. I've not done that. I don't know if I need to do that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to.
You know, Deidre, one of the great things about you sharing that is the fact that you found a doctor willing to have that conversation and willing to even discuss hormones. You have so much fear around hormone replacement, you know, by stuff that we hear in media, and it's not really that well trained with like family medicine or gyno. Some people have to go to a specialist in hormones just to even have the discussion. So I'm really glad you found a doctor who could help you with that. I know I'm not on hormones. I luckily don't need them yet, but I know for me, it's something I plan to do for myself once I start needing them.
And then how do you know?
So the biggest thing is paying attention to symptoms, but the best way to know is to actually test your hormones. And I'm not talking one blood draw. I'm talking over the period of several days. You can do a hormone panel with, sounds disgusting, but spitting in a tube throughout the day. And they'll be able to measure your hormones and how they rise and fall throughout the day. Now, the awful part about that is a lot of insurance doesn't cover it, so it can get pricey.
I was going to say, that was going to be my next guess, was that insurance isn't going to cover that. And you are right about doctors not testing for that. I know a lot of people will be like, I went to the doctor, they tested my hormones. And I'm glad Deidre found somebody that would as well, because I'm like, did they test all, like everything? Because I think I've had mine tested once, and it was like pulling teeth to get that done. And I had to go to a different doctor to get that done. And I'm like, this is kind of ridiculous. Why can you not just order it? And and I don't know all the rules, but that just may be insurance or whatever.
Well, that, and they probably don't want the liability with it, because hormones you have to play around with to even find the right dose. And because it depends on what your hormones are, how susceptible is your body to processing those hormones. And unfortunately, it's one of the scenarios, if you do too much at once, you have symptoms, but if you do too less, you have the same symptoms. So it's certainly a trek to get to that therapeutic dose.
Which makes sense, but it's kind of sad that they don't want to mess with it, because on antidepressants or whatever, you're most likely the first one you try isn't going to be the one that works for you. And maybe even the second one. So it's like, you've got to find that spot with a lot of medications, and these would help you. So it's like, I'm not saying those wouldn't help you, because they do if you find the right one. But some people, I don't think, are patient to find that right one on either thing. But I don't know. The whole pharmaceutical thing is it's a weird world for me. Gabby.
I would love to have a pharmacist on with us right now.
Oh, yeah. The smartest pharmacist I know would not want to be here. He would be like, no. He'd be like, I like you, and you're fun to hang out with, but I'll go have a beer with you, but I will not I will not have this conversation with you and the rest of the world. Gabby, I don't know if there's a free version. Do you want me to send you my pool testing kit, Gabby? See what comes out, see what happens.
If someone's offering a free version of that, I would be skeptical.
I would run. And I'm bad at running. Gabby's sister says, when I was on birth control, my libido was so off that I kept getting blood panels to test my hormones, and it was always normal. Once I got off the pill, it returned back to normal, but it took a while.
Yeah. That's why I advocate, because a blood test is usually one time. Your hormones change throughout the day based on the stimulus and what time of day it is. And so by only doing one blood draw in the morning, yeah, your hormones might be great. But by that afternoon, your testosterone might be tanking and you can barely keep your eyes open at work.
Oh, your guy knows a woman around your age. Lucky.
That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. I wish there was more opportunity for that.
I have a niece who's a pharmacist. She'd be perfect for this. She has no filter. But I would not say a word in chat. I was like, do you think she needs a filter? So we have to tell you this, Gabby. There's one word that Cheyenne told me that we cannot say. So there is the YouTube safe word for it is, I'll let Cheyenne say it.
The safe word for it is fettuccine.
Because it had to be pasta. We didn't make that up. No. I don't know where she's at. She's
Well, she can't guess. She can't guess the word.
you,
Let's just say using fettuccine, it's someone that really, really likes fettuccine and needs fettuccine to get that arousal. I think we went over this last time, the difference between a fettuccine and a kink.
yeah, which
Gabby should be able to figure it out from
there
there.
we go. Because I don't know, something went weird when I was starting the stream, and I was like, I had to work out all the kinks before Cheyenne got here. I was like, that's probably was bad. You do like fettuccine? That's fine. I like fettuccine. Oh, you like linguine better? Not corn.
No.
The other word starts with an F as well. There's a difference between fettuccine and a kink.
Yeah. So kink is something that you might have interest in or prefer. That's kind of outside the normal realm of, sex and intimacy, versus a fetish is something you need in order to finish. Let's see if that jogs any memory. It's kind of hard explaining what the word is without saying the word.
It's like feet minus an E with an ish at the end. Is that good? Does that work?
Feet can also be
It would be fettuccine, yes. Use what? I stay away from Franks and beans too. What? She said it. She said the word. I didn't hear anything. Ash said, having PCOS, my hormones are all over the place. Yep, Ash, I understand. I have hair where a woman shouldn't, and it's annoying. Absolutely. And it's hard to get stuff to treat that because it's not seen as like it's, not like life threatening or anything like that. It's just it's an appearance thing. So deal with it. And
or you have to get a whole bunch of stuff to fix kind of one issue. It's like, first we have to treat the hormones, or then we have to treat, do laser hair removal. And now you have bumps from the laser hair removal. So we have to treat those. Well, now that you've been on hormones so long, we lost her. We lost her.
I meant to turn my camera off because this light above me starts flashing like every night at this time. And it makes it like have a strobe effect. Sorry.
It's all good. We would just run your channel.
I was still here. I didn't mean to remove myself. I don't know what I was doing. I was just listening and then I don't know. Sorry. I want to read. Heidel says, sometimes some of us have abnormal pathologies that show normal high or low levels of things, and MDs have to pay attention to how high or low. They'll also go to the cellular absorption levels, which most MDs will not consider. To find an MD that looks at root causes is difficult.
Yeah.
I agree. Oh, Shay said it. I said fetish. You guys are all going to... I was just going to say, you guys are never going to look at fettuccine the same way again. What's up, Iris?
I mean, the good news is I don't think they take your page down, but they certainly blank out the word.
I didn't know. To me, of all the words that could be bad, I think YouTube's getting better about it. I don't think they'll take me down for anything as we disappear. I don't know. But I could see them being like, "Yeah, you're demonetized." It's the ghost. Yes, it's the ghost flashing my light. Iris doesn't like basements, so she doesn't like that I'm in one. She blesses me and does all the stuff and says all the prayers for me. My friend's boyfriend has a corn addiction and is in therapy for it. Is that a mental issue that can be resolved?
So, great question. So, it would follow the steps of any kind of addiction or dependence. Figuring out the root cause of how it even started. I'm sure the corn itself isn't the initial factor, but maybe an interest started the process of looking it up. And then by looking it up, now we found something we enjoy consuming as far as entertainment goes. So figuring out that root cause is going to be important. And also making sure that this person that's in this treatment, are they in this treatment or in this therapy, I should say, are they in it because they want to change the behavior themselves, or are they in it because they had what I like to call a wife-driven referral or any kind of partner-driven referral? Is it, hey, you need to do this right now or we're done? Because that says a lot as to how much the actual treatment is going to help that person versus not help that person. Can people get over it? Absolutely. Do they have to be in the right mindset to get over it? Yes. And they need the support as well.
Yeah, but I think on any type of addiction, if you wanted to, I know some people do get addicted to that stuff. If you're not ready to give it up, I don't care who tells you you have to, you're not going. The likelihood of you succeeding on giving it up or recovering from it, whatever, is not high.
Right.
Until you're ready. And so, you hope they're doing it for the right reasons.
Well, yeah. And one of the things, I thought she was just joking at first, and then I realized she was serious. And I said, dang, she mentioned corn. I mean, this is the wrong station to mention corn on because holy heck. I mean, she has no idea how funny that is. No, but it's not funny because it's a real addiction.
It is a real addiction. And I think I just thought she was guessing corn. I knew what she meant when she said corn. I just thought she was making the guess of the word that we were trying to come up with. That's I just maybe read that wrong too. I can't imagine. I don't use. I've been on Reddit. It's a scary place sometimes, but I don't use it normally, so I don't know how to get around there. I couldn't find that on there if I wanted to.
It's all over Reddit if you follow the right threads and know how to, because you can share documents on Reddit. So it could be as simple as going to download a document and there's your access. People, and it comes down to if they're going to that level, then they're very deep into that dependence of that level of entertainment. And that's where kind of how much help does this person need? Is it a scenario where they shouldn't have access to the internet at all? There's actually companies where there's corn sponsors to their job is to make sure that you're not looking at stuff like that. And if you are, they're to notify a safety person or they're to relinquish internet.
That's a good question, Iris. What makes it an addiction?
That's a great question. So addiction probably isn't the best term. It's just the most understood term as to what I'm trying to talk about. I say the addiction is actually the dopamine hit that you get. It's those feel-good chemicals in your brain that you want to keep activating. Unfortunately, when it comes to corn, not only do you have to keep activating it, but a lot of people who kind of overconsume, they have to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the darker stuff. And that's where it becomes a slippery slope. Addiction is a dependence. it's affecting your life. It's affecting your day-to-day habits. It's affecting relationships. That's where it becomes really negative and considered an addiction.
Let's see. Iris asked what makes it, is there a level? But I think you just explained kind of that. And I can see where that could get in some really dark, really bad stuff that
Yeah.
no one should be looking at.
There's not a test, but so using the DSM-5, which is what mental health professionals use, there's certain criteria that kind of depicts the severity of what that is. Whether it's just a one-off thing that, lasts a few months that you just discovered versus something that affects you for years, that changes that diagnosis. But the diagnosis of addiction itself comes from meeting those certain criterias. And then you have different levels, dependence, a mild addiction, severe addiction, chronic. Those are all different type of quantifiers based on the information you find about that person.
Okay, well, I'm a goddamn idiot because I literally thought for this past 10 minutes that we were talking about the vegetable, and we're not. And then, yep, that's me. Thank you very much. I thought there was a legit, I was like, holy crap, there is a legit corn hub out there. It's a corn hub. There's a corn hub. People are addicted to corn, the vegetable. And then you guys were talking about, it's like, they don't mean corn. God dang it, you idiot. My brain slapped itself in the face, and I said, wake up. Yep, thank you very much.
You can thank YouTube for the use of food in place of other words we're trying to say.
You see, yes. My sister, she's dying laughing right now because, yeah, yep, 100%.
What's up, Ada? Iris, I think compared to a lot of other countries, we probably are, I don't know if we're, I don't know. I just feel like we're more conservative on those types of things than other countries are. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I don't know. I think I told the story, one time on here that my husband had heard about a game show that was on in the UK, and it's on HBO here, but it's like everybody on there, they don't have clothes on. And you are basically like picking, Bat Dazzler may know the name of this thing. I think he was the one that said the name of it last time. But you're picking your date, and that's going from the bottom up. So you're seeing their face last, but you're seeing every other part of them first. And naked attraction. Haley came in. I thought it was going to be Bat Dazzler. But I was like, we could never have a game show like that on here. I don't know that I want to, because I was kind of like, okay, I watched a couple episodes and I was like, I've literally kind of seen enough of the different parts of different people right now to last me a while. And it didn't really have anything to do with I was just shocked or anything like that by it. It was just I just don't want to see any more of it, because it's just I guess weird to me, I guess. I don't know how to put it, but so I don't know why we're different, but
so I learned you should never look at my algorithm.
Oh, don't look at mine either.
Oh Lord, are you kidding me? I have a thing in place. If anything ever happens to me, my computer is to be set to a factory reset immediately, and probably burned and melted in a volcano or something. Cause
there are, Haley, and there's things done here that you guys don't do a lot over there to your men.
Yeah.
I'll say that, and it's different looking. Yeah. It's different,
like the Alaskan pipeline. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, watch out now.
I'm just saying that. I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying it's
there.
It's different. So, that's all. No comment. Take the fifth.
Yeah. Of course. Of course
So-
you do.
I don't know. I know that probably got a little off.
Eiffel Tower?
Eiffel Tower.
I'm dying. I don't ever need to know that you know that. Good Lord.
Why do I suddenly want an hour alone with Gabby's computer? Well, I think Gabby's talking about if she ever anything ever happened to her, or if her and I would somehow ever get arrested because they thought we had alive somebody, they're going to look at our search history
Oh, for sure.
and be like, "Oh, well, look, clearly you did this." If they looked at Cheyenne's search history, they'd be like, "You're like a deviant or something." I don't know. They would make us whatever they wanted to make us, for sure.
I mean, well, they would definitely, and I'm not saying they would be wrong, but they would say, oh, this person's definitely a degenerate. This needs to be classified, and no one should ever see this again in their lifetime. Although, Valhalla, if you did see it, you would be entertained. I guarantee that 100%.
And then no one would ever see you again. I think that's how. I
Correct.
think that's what she's saying without
Yeah.
saying it. Yes,
Correct.
research. It's
I
all
could
research.
tell you, but then I'd have to,
You know, the thing she'd be on trial for if you ever saw it.
yeah.
That all goes hand in hand. It just works. It's circle of life or unlife.
But I have letters sent out in case things happen to me. Burn this, molten lava this, completely bomb that, set this on fire, kind of things.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I
See,
get it.
I have a different approach. If I keel over and
Mhm.
someone is going through my stuff, I'm gonna watch for sheer amusement. I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna stick around in my ghostly form and just watch how this unfolds. Watch.
I mean, there's
Guys,
that too. I mean, I would want to do that too.
The
Oh my God.
disappointment, the just fixation.
Yeah, no, I'm sure yours is quite interesting because the other things that I don't know. Are we allowed to talk about the four letters I think you said said it last time. That's not what I don't have a ghost in my basement.
shit. Iris
if
is like
I did,
profusely
Iris-
praying for you
if
in
he's-
front of her Jesus candle and everything.
That's fine, and I appreciate it. But if there's a ghost in my basement and it can watch me, it better start pulling its weight around here. That's my
I know,
rules.
right? Yeah, you better pick that up. You better get rid of that stink bug over there.
Yeah, been a little busy.
Yeah,
Go cut some trees.
right.
But
It's like my kids would be horrified.
yeah, my kids would not, because my kids tell me so much that I don't want to know about their lives. Carmen is
Yeah.
better about it now. She doesn't really tell me a lot. And Brandon and Bree have kind of finally been like, I'm like, I need some boundaries.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Your kids tell me a goddamn too much, and I don't need to know any of that. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's like, it's trying to save light, but I won't let it. That's right, because it's dark down here. But yes, my kids
So
would
the
not be
answer to
horrified.
your question, AJ, is yes, you can use it, but your YouTube video has to be applied as an age limit restriction video.
All right, well, I don't have that because that does a lot of weird things to the whole video in general. So,
No, but you did set it to like what, adults only or something?
oh no, I just said, I say every video is not made for kids, but it's completely different if you say it's 18 or
gotcha.
up. It's a completely different thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't do that. I'm not worried about anything like on Rumble because Rumble really doesn't care. So
You can say bees, deer, snakes, and mice.
oh my,
Yeah, and corn. Oh my. I thought we were legit talking about the goddamn vegetable. I was like, what is happening right now? I'm like, why am I so confused?
why
They're
did you?
talking about some this is a code word for something. And then I was like, clicked. Corn. I kept saying it in my head. Nope, that's not what they're saying. Nope. That's not what it means. Yep, that's what it means. My brain clicked.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
The conversation that's being had, and you went to vegetables.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, because we always say corn side.
I
You
know.
know what I mean?
I know.
So that's where my brain went, you know? It's just what happens.
I don't know Morse
It can be
code.
wild nowadays. You know what, Ash? That's true.
Yes, it is. Wait for the cucumber and egg talk.
Haley, I can only take one vegetable at a time. Never mind a protein. Unbelievable.
And Bad Dazzer's going to say...
He is. He's
something.
going to say it.
I honestly just feel bad for those women. Ouch. Plus the workout. Are you talking about... What'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing. He goes, nothing.
I think we're talking about the wildly growing corn.
Oh.
That's what she said?
I thought we were talking about the 4 letters.
I'm sorry. Can you tell
Maybe.
she's my sister? Can you tell she's my sister?
Because some of that stuff looks scary. I can tell she's your sister by looking at her.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Isn't she so cute? I love her. Sorry. Just having a nostalgic moment.
You're fine. It's really just very fitting because we were just talking about her last night.
That's true. We were. Yeah.
So, that would be one of the things to keep me out of that 4-letter community, is because some of the stuff looks super claustrophobic. The other stuff just looks super uncomfortable. And then there's the pain that I'm like, I don't get that.
And I think that's part of the misconception is you see all the shocking stuff. The shocking stuff is what goes viral. The shocking stuff is what sells. You know, it's what gets that interest. It's kind of like the thumbnail, except it's only a portion as to that community in itself. You know, yeah, there are people that go extreme. But the majority, they don't.
Because
they don't.
Have you ever watched the very first season of American Horror Story?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have not.
Yep.
The rubber suit. Well, it's not rubber. I don't know what it's made out of.
Yeah. Latex.
It's called a gimp suit.
Head to toe.
Yep, head to toe.
It's called a gimp suit.
It's called claustrophobia. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of fun if you had to, if you
how
like
do you
looped
get
up
that
and
thing
just slid right off. You know, really good.
Baby oil and baby powder.
Yeah, baby powder.
Man.
Okay.
There's a.
I've
She's
never
like so concerned. She's like, "How are they wearing this? How are they putting this on?"
No, I was claustrophobic looking at it. Like, how are you breathing? Also, it's like a wetsuit, like the scuba divers wear.
Yep.
There's a way to do all of it, I know, but then you've got that, like, I don't remember what the head of that thing looked like. Was it a zipper across the mouth?
Some of them do.
Because that just freaks me out.
No, it wasn't a zipper across the mouth, but it had like something in the back where
I'm with you, Iris.
The head part was separate from the actual like full body suit. But they did use at one point the full bodysuit with the mask over it, and they did a gag ball in one scene. They did a gag ball over the mouth.
No. Those things. Okay, here's where my mind goes.
Oh my god.
Is somebody like put something over my mouth and I had a stuffed up nose and I couldn't breathe through my nose? Now I'm gonna die. And I can't tell him I can't breathe through my nose because I have a cold.
And this is why there are rules. Like, there's a whole thing called negotiations. That's where you discuss what can and cannot happen. After those negotiations, then you maybe agree on a scene, like what's going to happen. So a scene is the actual play itself. And I can tell you, it is hours and hours of conversation. Sometimes even contracts are signed before you ever get to the actual happening in the scene itself. And that's where you say, hey, I am not interested in this. And you find people who do have those interests. There's people in the community, all they like to do is be tickled. They're not bound. They're not in one of those crazy suits. They're not in pain. They just want to be tickled. And so that's more so what you would see. And also following things as far as safety precautions. So you have something called SSC, which is safe, sane, and consensual. That's one of kind of the broader rules known in that community. You also have something called RAC, which is risk-aware consensual kink. Understanding the risks that come with the scene that you want to do. Obviously, someone getting tickled will be less risk than someone wearing one of those suits that you're talking about. Part of the safety aspect of those suits, you might have a way to non-verbally communicate, whether it's a clicker or a bell or even dropping a tennis ball or something. That way you can communicate. Those are the things you talk about to make sure that you're taking on a risk that's comfortable, but also if something goes wrong, you have a plan. And that's the bulk of that community. It's communication, it's trust, it's these rules and ethics that need to be followed in order to safely play in those spaces. If you're in a scenario where you're not having those discussions, if you're in a scenario where you're not feeling safe to even move forward, that's when that red flag needs to come up in your brain. Does this person have my best interest? Are they safe for me? And is this abuse disguised under the guise of kink or that 4-letter community?
Yeah. Even going to the club has contracts. What's up, Carmen? It was owned by cops too. Well, who better else to own it than they can keep everybody safe and in line? I thought she was in bed.
She's not anymore.
Where's Carmen? Oh, hold on.
What?
I thought you said Carmen. Did you say Carmen?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
She was behind Cheyenne.
Okay, hold on.
Come back in frame because Gabby doesn't think you're here with us.
She thinks you're a
ghost. I can't see. I can't see her.
She also thought we were talking about the actual vegetable corn.
No, legit, Carmen. I know she's laughing about this.
She can't
see. Oh, she's in the back. She's in the back. Okay. I thought she was in the chat. I'm looking in the chat. You're like, oh, there's she. I'm like, where's Carmen? I'm looking in the chat. I don't see Carmen's name. And then I saw her walk by you. I was like, oh, there she
was present.
Yes. Too late, Val. She's gone.
Yeah, too late. She didn't see it.
So Joe Rogan had someone on his podcast that spoke about not believing in pleasing the woman. Well, he's wrong. Once he finishes, that's it. Why does that mindset exist? That's just selfish.
Yeah, that would be a selfish mindset, but there's also women in this world that think the same thing in the opposite way. Not all of us can be great people.
Can you tell Valhalla that I said shut up?
What?
Yeah, no, he heard you because I heard you.
I heard you.
Hey, Valhalla, Carmen said shut up.
In case you didn't hear her.
She said shut up. Okay?
See ya, Iris. I'll stay, try to make it out of the basement.
Bye, Iris.
Bye, Iris. Thanks for joining.
She just went to go say 12 Hail Marys for you.
I know she did.
With all the Jesus candles around her.
It's fine. I appreciate it.
She's also making tamales at the same time.
Absolutely. Okay. So what were some of the topics that you had?
Yeah, so some of the topics that I had, so I had a plethora of like couples therapy-ish ones versus sex ones. So since we've already cracked that egg, we're just going to go into the spicier topics. So I wanted to bring up kind of some common things that I got when I was in my internship from couples. and even common things that friends ask me just because they do know what my background is and what my goal is. And I wanted to touch base on infidelity
Hmm.
because that's a huge one that comes up, and kind of what to expect as far as when infidelity happens. What are some of the things you can expect after that incident? So, infidelity itself, I mean, first of all, defining what cheating is. Cheating can be physical, and that's usually what most people assume it is. But cheating can also be emotional. You know, talking to someone else online or talking on the phone to someone else instead of spending time with your partner can be seen as cheating. There's also other forms of cheating that have nothing to do with a romantic or sexual interest. So, some people can cheat in their relationships with friends or with family by spending more time with those friends or family out of spite or to fulfill a need they're not getting in their relationship. That can also be seen as cheating. You're cheating with your time. And I think when it's a scenario with the person who did the cheating or the action, just for clarification, we'll talk about cheating being physical. If physical cheating is happening, sometimes it's not necessarily the cheating itself that hurts, but the meaning behind that cheating for the other person or the victim in that relationship. You know, it is very much a trauma. So you would expect to have a trauma response, you know, lots of emotions, maybe shutting down, maybe bouncing between needing reassurance versus needing time alone. All of those are completely normal, you know, things you can expect. Now, with the physical cheating, the person who actually did the action, they might do all the right things. They might apologize, cut off ties with that person, you know, reassure, we'll never do it again. But that still may not be enough to kind of get over the hurdle that's created. And most of the time, it isn't. That partner has to understand the trauma that they caused and the different steps that come with healing that trauma, if it can even heal. And choosing, do you want to heal from that trauma as a singular person so you're not bringing it into a future relationship? Or do you want to heal as a couple so you can move forward?
Hang on a second. Just, attachment starts way before the physical. I agree. I believe cheating starts at the point where you'd feel guilty if your partner looked at your messages.
Yeah. And that's absolutely.
You know,
Good point.
you know, that's one of the things a lot of my friends who are married always ask me, do you secretly check Mr. Gabby's phone? I said, no. I've never felt that I had to take his phone and secretly look at his messages. I've never felt that ever in the 17 years we've been together. And I have all his passwords. He tells me, hey, I got this. You want to put it in the phone? Look at my phone, do this, do that. I'm going to forget. You got to remind me, you know. He gives me everything. I've never felt that. So that's a big thing, you know.
Oh, we lost Cheyenne.
She'll come back. That's a big thing, though. You know, when your partner feels like they have to like hide something from you on their phone, why would you have to, say like, oh no, I'll do it, or I'll look at it, or whatever. What's there to hide?
Yes.
You know.
On the other side of that, though, too, I think if somebody is just constantly demanding to look at your stuff,
Right.
there's also an issue. Like,
Well, yes.
because sometimes when that's happening, that's the person that's hiding everything.
Correct.
And it's a weird thing that happens. And I remember a very long time ago, when Carmen was in high school, somebody that she was dating walked into the house one night and like literally sat down and demanded Carmen's phone, and I was furious. I was pissed. I'm like sitting there thinking, I was watching like, what the hell are you doing?
Mm.
And Carmen handed it over. I didn't say anything, but it's like after she left, I'm like, what is that? What's
Mm-hmm.
what's this? Because I didn't see you also demand her phone, but she demanded yours. And it really
Right.
bothered me because
Right.
I was like, that there's a level of trust that has to be there, but it can, if anything is out of balance, everything's kind of out of whack.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too is like Caleb has linked my phone with his. So anything that he puts on his calendar, any text message, anything, it comes right to my phone. I mean, I have access to all his stuff. I never asked for it. I never felt the reason to ask for that. He was just like, here's this, here's that. Go into here, do this, do that. I have access to all of it. It's not it's never been an issue. I've never felt that way. And that's important. Trust is the base of everything, I feel like.
Yeah.
Trust. And and you're right, AJ. You can't be consistently asking constantly, let me see your phone, let me see your phone, let me see your phone, let me see your phone. That is a trauma response, actually. I know I'm not wrong, Shy, because I've been that person in a relationship. You have that response with somebody because you just don't trust people in general. And it's because of trauma things that have happened to you in the past. It's like, oh my God, they're doing something behind my back. I gotta see your phone. I gotta see this. I gotta do this. You're constantly asking them. You can't do that in a long-term relationship where you love somebody and trust. You have to have that trust, and it takes a long time. It takes a long time, and you have to have that because it's important. I think trust is very important.
It absolutely. Shy, I have a question for you. So I heard this a long, long time ago. I think the woman, I think she passed away a while ago, but there used to be a show on AM radio or whatever back in the day before the internet. The Dr. Joy Brown, I think was her name. And so people would call into her show every day and we would listen to it at work. One of the things that she said, and I tended to agree with her, was when people would call in and they had been maybe having an affair of some sort. The internet was new, so there wasn't all the Facebook and social media and phones and all that stuff we have now that makes things kind of easier. And they would end the relationship, and then they would call in and say, but I think I should come clean to my significant other, my spouse or whatever. And she would ask them why. If it was to make them feel better, because it wasn't going to make that spouse feel better. And she would tell them, if you've ended it and you've truly ended it, you don't need to tell anybody. You just need to move forward, fix your relationship with your spouse, because all you're going to do if you tell them, if you come clean, so to speak, is now they're damaged and they're not going to trust you, and it's probably not going to work anyway, because you're at the end, they're at the beginning, basically, and it's not doing you any good. You're going to feel better because now you've got it off your chest, but now the full weight is on them.
Right.
And so she would always advise them, just keep your mouth shut, basically. I've always, I got it. I understood it, because it really wasn't going to change anything, and it wasn't going to help anybody.
I wonder if you're referring to Dr. Ruth Weisheimer.
I'm not. It wasn't her.
Gotcha. That's the more famous one, before
Yes.
internet. I mean, I'm of course biased when it comes to my opinion on that. There's no right or wrong answer with that. I feel that might be the right answer for certain types of people, but I don't think that's a blanket answer for everybody. And I say if you are going to have that discussion, number one, timing is going to be important, but also it might be beneficial to have a mediator present. That's something you encourage during couples counseling, is to put those things on the table while you have a mediator so that that person can't turn around and attack. People are more likely to be on their best behavior when they have somebody else present that is they know is watching their behavior. And sometimes the need to not be the wrong one is actually a good tool, because the one that raises their voice, the one that comes out of character, socially they're going to be depicted as the wrong one. So people can be so fearful of being that person, they might have a more calmer presence, which might be able to help them get to a place where they can listen and take that information for how it's intended. It's not intended to be attacking. It's intended to say, hey, I respect you enough. I know I messed up, but I want to put this out on the table before you find it out from another party.
Yeah, and that's really good. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me as well. And and I think if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna lay all that out on a person, and they don't know, you have to be ready, because like to handle their reaction. Because some people want to tell you, "Hey, I did this really bad thing, but now I've told you, so now we need to move on." Because I told you. And that person is stuck dealing with this thing by themselves. You know, especially if there isn't a mediator, especially if there's not counseling, or, you know, it's like they're back here and they're stuck, and this person's like, okay, I feel better now, you know, skipping off down the path ahead and wondering now what's going on. And there's just a whole other list of problems that can come up in between that, because now there's a huge gap between the two of you. And it's just I don't know. I guess just don't do it. Then you don't have to worry about it. I mean,
right. And that's the thing, like hindsight's 20/20, right? And it's, if you're ever someone who is even tempted by that, thinking about what those consequences look like, because sure, that event, the thing that occurred, might last a half an hour, but now you're saving yourself up 5 years of questioning and constant reassurance from the person that cares about you and has been by your side.
Right.
I've got to turn my camera off for just a second, but I'm still right here. I'm not removing myself.
It's what a crazy subject. I mean, good Lord, AJ, can you change that goddamn Bratz doll, you know, DSL, you know, whatever lips. I mean, hi, Ronnie. Ronnie, you're late, but we love you anyway, señorita bonita. But yeah.
You would miss that picture if it was gone.
I kind of honestly would, but I've never seen it this big. Usually it's just me and you on the side, so it's super tiny. And then now the picture's a little bit bigger, so the lips are right in my eyeballs. I'm like, holy shit.
Hey, Ronnie.
You know?
Absolutely. And that's hard for some people, because they've like, okay, I've told you, and they don't want to talk about it anymore, because now they know how bad they've made. I'm just speaking in general. I think, to me, it's because they know how bad they've made you feel. They know how it hurt you, and they don't want to continue on with that conversation because they're uncomfortable with the thing that they did.
Right.
That's right.
And that's part of the kind of that understanding that you would work on. Let's see, you're going to couples counseling for infidelity. It's something that's definitely discussed, is, you know, give the grace, because yes, you've taken the right steps. You've apologized, you've cut that person off, you've reassured your partner you would never do that again, and you won't.
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't get rid of the trauma and the trauma response in the other person that you evoked.
Mm-hmm.
And to even have that conversation, we have to get past the things that make it seem like it's the victim's fault. Like, oh, I wouldn't have cheated if we just would have slept together more. That's one of the biggest things is difference in sex drive is one of a large reason as to why this occurs. And we should be talking about that difference before it gets to that point.
Yeah, and you'll hear like guys say if they're not getting it at home, they're going to go get it somewhere. I don't know. I'm not saying every guy is like that. I'm not saying, but I'm like, that's really not an excuse. You need to figure out why you're not getting it at home. There's something wrong there.
That's right. And whether it be hormone imbalance or something mental in your partner's brain or whatever it may be, you're going to know you found the right person because they're not going to go out and find it somewhere else. They're going to want to sit and talk to you about the issue and the problem. That's how you know you found the right person, because they're not out there, slanging corn on the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talia.
And
she started this whole corn business.
She did. And you said something that just, I think a lot of us maybe are aware of, but maybe don't think about it. There's a big difference between listening to somebody and hearing somebody.
Absolutely. 100%.
I think sometimes the conversations aren't had because the person's not actually listening to what's being said. They're readying their response.
Right.
And if you're just sitting there and you're defensive already because you're thinking, all right, you're attacking me or you're feeling attacked, and then now you're counterattacked, that's all you're getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to what's being said, and then nothing's happening. It's just this big argument of nothing, and it probably is going to trail off in 1,000 different directions of things that don't have anything to do with what what you started to talk about in the first place. And I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, AJ, is that like you're 100% right, and I don't know how much my sister knows or whatever, but she's about to hear it. It's one of those things where childhood trauma presents those things in a relationship. It's important, to have that trust with that person, and you have to have therapy, especially if you have childhood trauma. You have to go through therapy because it's so important for future relationships and everything. It's important. Ugh.
Going back to what AJ said about, hearing versus listening. The other caveat to that is you could be listening, like truly listening to your partner because you care about them. But I think another sticking point is not having shared meaning. So, like I said earlier about defining what cheating is, one of you might define cheating as physically sleeping with the person. So they're in shock when their partner thinks you've cheated because you have been FaceTiming a woman you met on Facebook for several periods of time. And you see that emotions as cheating or cheating with time. You both could be talking about cheating, but your definitions are different. And it's things like that can cause those miscommunications, or having a great conversation thinking you're on the same page and walking away and finding out later you weren't on the same page because you didn't have shared meaning.
Yeah. And yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, you're right. And I think too, Gabby's said something, like you need therapy. I think And I mean, not that I've never been to therapy, because I have, and it helped me a ton. But I think people my age and older, there's a stigma on going to see a counselor, or they're going to see a therapist for whatever reason. And I don't know how you get people that are just on that, are stuck on that side of never going, because it's for whatever reason. You know, when we growing up, you know, it was seen as, so was something wrong with you if you went to see a shrink, for lack of a better word, because that's what it was called. And it's like, I wish that didn't exist, because
And
I think it's so helpful. Hey, Sticky.
it's also more prevalent in certain cultures as well, that, you know, seeing a therapist is just absolute defeat, or seeing a therapist means you lack the strength that your culture puts on you. Absolutely, it's a thing. And that's why I try to take a broader approach in saying, yes, I think therapy is helpful, but also I'm biased, and I will admit that until the day I die. Talking to anybody that makes you feel heard is helpful. Whether that's a friend, whether that's a partner, a spouse, family member, even a dog, I think it's beneficial to get it out. It might not help the problem, it might not even lead you to a solution, but at the end of the day, we are humans. And one of the biggest things about being human is being able to communicate.
Absolutely. Because if that one line gets shut down, you're in trouble. That's because you if you can't even start there, you know, it's like the most basic. To me, it's like that is the basic thing. You have to have at least a basic line of communication with your partner, or whoever it is. I don't care if it's your friend, or if it's your husband, or whoever that there's a situation with. If you can't do that, like, where do you start? Sorry, my stomach's gonna make weird noises now. Sorry. You felt completely nuts the first few times I went to a therapist. Snipe.
And that, you know, Snipe, I know you're making a joke, but it also makes a difference as to who you're stuck with. You know, every type of therapist has a different way of discussing topics. They have a different intervention they use. They come from a different background, which inevitably affects how they're going to help somebody through their issues. And so even if the first one doesn't work or the second one doesn't work, that doesn't mean that third one is going to be your best match. And it is completely okay to advocate when your therapist is not working for you. Their job is to work for you. And if it's not and you're forcing it, then you're not going to see the progress you want.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's like I've talked to people a lot about, like, especially if, you know, I have some friends who've had they had a lot of loss in their life, and a very, you know, it was a spouse, a parent, another, and then an in-law, I think both in-laws within like a year. It was a lot. And I kept trying, like, please go talk to somebody, because it's a lot. But then I just knew I might as well had told the wall to go talk to somebody, because they were not going to listen to me. They didn't listen to me. They're fine. I mean, they're fine. It's to the point that they're fine. But it's like, you can't get through some of these things yourself. And when I was going through everything with my mom, I went to talk to a person, and she never really spoke to me, because I didn't need her to. I just needed her to listen. I needed somebody that was not connected to what was going on in my life with my mom and the rest of my family. I just needed to go and just tell somebody who didn't care. And that's all I did. And that she would listen to me. She would sometimes ask me a question or two, or give me a this or that. And when I left, I always felt better. And I'm glad I was able to go get that off of my chest, because it was a lot. And, you know, it's like, And that's what I tell people. If you just got to go talk to them and they just sit and listen, it's somebody who's not connected to your world. They can help you, but they don't have an opinion on it because they're not connected there. And you're not going to hurt them. What's your question, Carmen?
Yeah, they also make listening lines now, where it's not a therapist. It's somebody who literally you get on the phone with, and their only job is to listen and to potentially keep you talking. They don't offer advice. They literally are just there as a sounding board.
But I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes second, third, fourth, eighth opinions are needed to find the right therapist for you. Exactly, Heidel.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Carmen to ask her question. Yeah, absolutely, Frank. Sometimes that is all you need. You just need to just... I would call it like you just go in and you like throw up. Cause it's like, here's everything that I've been going through for the last week or however long it'd been since you see that person. And it's like, you take all of it now and I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave it here with you. I can feel completely run down afterwards, but it does feel so much better to have someone try to work things through with you. Yes, absolutely. Yep, Frank, I agree. Here we go. Okay. To my beautiful butterfly, what would be your advice to couples where one has a very demanding job and it makes the other feel like they are doing everything?
Gotcha. So demanding as far as time, demanding as far as energy.
Oh, did you freeze? Cheyenne. I think you froze, Cheyenne. It is a good question. She's got to follow it up, but she might be trying to help Cheyenne. And Val, I saw you post right after Carmen, so behave. Don't say that word. No M words. M word. It's only one. Gabby, are you still here? I feel so lonely. Okie dokie. Yeah, she will literally gag on that. I've seen her do it. I've seen her have to get off the stream because because that's what's getting ready to happen. Oh, well, now I don't know what to do, I guess. I feel like I should sing a song or something, but I would get copyright strike, so I can't. Gabby, come back. Also, I can't sing. Yeah, I'm still here. Don't give birth to a corn cob. I will not give birth to a corn cob ever. Thank you. Those days are over. Well, not those days were never going, but I'm not giving birth to a corn cob. I might go to corn side, north side. I have no idea. Hopefully she gets to come back soon. You know, internet. It's great. If you guys have any more questions, we'll probably go for... I told her we'd try to wrap it up around 9, so my time, 8 her time. I have no idea what time it is in Bad Dazzer time. Yeah, I figured, Carmen. You're good. So if you guys have any more questions, make sure to put them in the chat. I will put a star by them. Do I get to answer that one? So you're saying it's not good to bury things and just use humor? Correct. Yeah, they're smooching. We know what they're doing. Yes, Fat Dazzer. Please don't do it. I mean, I understand more than anybody using humor, especially in uncomfortable situations, because I just want out of it. Kind of like right now. It's 1:24
I mean, good
a.m.
Lord. You know, I step away from my computer for 1 second.
I know, you left me alone, and I haven't been alone in so long, I didn't know what to do.
AJ's just like, Bueller.
Like there's...
She's like, dry eye.
I want to call her.
Thank you, Talia, for coming in and
Yes,
being honest and open.
absolutely. You're welcome here anytime.
Also,
Also-
you're super cute. I love you. Bye.
Also, we've also got you, Gabby, Haley, Bad Dazzer. I don't remember who else was going to be in the room, but we were all going to be in a room together just so we could laugh. We decided that last night.
Trust
Sorry.
me, you don't want me and my sister in a room we laugh at the same octave level.
No, we do. So that's
No,
fine.
trust me. It's
Don't tell me what I want.
all right. I mean, I'm telling you. Yeah. My husband and her fiance, they look at each other with confused faces when we laugh at the same octave level. It's or we cackle.
Yes, the
Yeah.
cackling. The
Yeah.
mics would explode. We don't have to be on stream.
No, legit. They would explode. You
It's
would
okay.
not be able to handle it.
I mean, that's probably the only way I could get it to happen because Haley's in the UK, you're in Massachusetts, I'm in the middle of nowhere. So
AJ's in the middle of a cornfield, basically.
that's right.
And
Helicopter.
that's not,
No.
oh, Lord, Bad Dazzer.
Oh,
You know?
I'll tell you. I don't think I told you. I'll tell you a quick story about while we're waiting for Cheyenne about being in the middle of
Oh.
nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Yeah.
did I tell you the news? I may have told you, Gabby. I don't remember if I told the news story yesterday about said the helicopter, because a helicopter did fly over my house on Sunday, so that's funny. But the news, my road was specifically listed by the National Weather Service and by all these news places for the tornado, okay? I didn't see anybody. And I was fine not seeing anybody because let me tell you, I didn't care what I looked like. My son came over and he told me, I'm not going to say the name of my county. I'm just going to I'll just say the next county over. He said, you look very Monroe County. I was like, thank you. Because he was saying I looked white trash is what he was saying. And I was like, I've just been through a tornado. What else am I supposed to look like? And I was like, I told your dad, I hope he could keep his hands off all the sexiness here. And he just busted out laughing. And we're good, Carmen. So anyway, I'm reading all these stories that are specifically naming our road as where the tornado goes by. And there's a news report. I can see the reporter. I can see that she's out in the area. Not mine, by the way, in the area. And she's like, we finally found somebody to interview. And I'm like, it wasn't that hard. You act like there's none of us out here. Like you act like there's no houses out here. You did not have to go very far to find the guy you're talking to. And is that who you really had to find?
Apparently,
Because
they're just searching the cornfield looking for Malachi, the head of the clan. You know
I
what
think
mean?
he came out of the cornfield and he hadn't talked to anybody for 20 years.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. Right
Because, I mean, she's like, look, I found a person. I was like, well, good for you. Wow, I'd never seen one of those before. Other than when I look in that glass thing in the morning when I only have the light because we don't have no electricity, which is not a joke. 90% of the time I feel like I don't have electricity. Anyways, so she's talking to him like, well, what are you doing? Well, we're going to, try to cut up the trees and clear the roads, but we can't because the lines are down. And my son's a lineman. I mean, he's going off on all these tangents. I'm like, dear Lord, woman. And then she said,
Yep.
well, when was the last tornado that went through here? He's like, 10 or 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, where were you 3 years ago, sir? Because that thing was bigger than the one that just passed through here. That was just down the road. like a mile from me. Where were you then? That was not 10 or 12 years ago. What are you talking about? Oh, she would have backed down the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
She would have been like, no, no. She would have thought that she found where they were keeping the meth. I'm just telling you, I was looking rough. I'm not going to lie.
And just like out there in the fields, looking like a scarecrow.
I mean, I made
Parents
it.
of the corn.
That's
Grandparents of the corn, you mean?
That's right. Well, I made a joke because the power company came down the driveway, and I was like, he saw Brandon, and Brandon just looked angry because it was hot. And then I'm looking all white trash, and he doesn't even roll down his window. He doesn't even stop. He just comes down our driveway, and he turns around. I just waved at him, and they went over to my neighbors, and I knew she talked to him. And I was like, he was scared at our house.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what's happening? I don't know. I'm cutting up trees. Leave me alone.
Well, I told you I showed Mr. Gabby the picture you put up in Discord with Mr. Pickle Pounder in the video or in the picture. And I said his wife's name is Miss Pickle Pounder. And he goes, wait, wouldn't she be Miss Pickle Pounded? And I was like, oh. I ran across the room. I was
Ask.
victory run, victory lap. I was like, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
I can't wait till she's, ask her. It's Mick Pickle. It's Mick Pickle Pounder.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's
She would be
Mick Pickle Pounded.
pounded.
Yeah. Yeah. Miss Pickle Pounded.
Oh my gosh, that name. I can't call them that.
I mean, seriously, when you put that up in Discord, I was like, every time that goddamn name gets me, it just gets me.
I didn't. I know that's not his Discord name, so I didn't tag him in it.
Yeah.
But I just like, they'll know him by that anyway. So that's what it is. But yeah, that tree. So that tree fell all in one piece. Like we cut the branches off of it, but I don't even know how tall that thing is. But we have been stacking up all the other debris that we cut down or picked up along the trunk of it. But it's been raining so much, like I can't even light it on fire. I tried. And I was very disappointed in myself because I couldn't get it going, and I generally don't fail at fire. But I did. I did on Saturday. And whatever. I haven't tried since because it rained again last night. So,
well, I'll tell you that picture. I don't know how tall Mr. Pickle Pounder is, but I'm 5'1", and that thing, the roots of that thing, would tower over me.
Oh, absolutely. You would be lost.
Yeah, for sure.
You could swim in the water that's in where the root ball used to sit, and how much it's crazy how much water they hold. You could swim in there. I
could saddle Hera and ride her from state to state. That's how short I am. Okay? This is what we're talking about here. That picture of those dang tree roots.
That's insane. It is my driveway. It's not a road. That's my driveway. It's just we live far back off the road, which apparently is why people can't find us sometimes.
They live far off yonder, back in the
holler
road, back in the holler road. I mean, you know what I mean?
Just back there a little ways. But now there won't be any trees, except for there's trees between my driveway and the neighbor's driveway, which we raised the canopy on a couple of years ago, so they're easier to mow around. But now, because people can't seem to find her house or my house. So Wednesday night, here comes the delivery guy. I'm like, are you expecting anything to my husband? Nope. Are you? Nope. All right. So he goes out there, and it's like, no, it's back there. So instead of driving all the way down my driveway to turn around to go back up hers, he drove through the yard and through the trees.
Fabulous.
I was like, do that again. because
I mean, he does that around here. He's likely
like,
to
do you want me to
get his
come drive
tires
through
flat.
your yard? Like, what? Why? Don't do that. That was rude.
Yeah, rude. Absolutely.
I live up the lane.
You live up the lane, Ash. You're likely to get an infection, Ash.
Yeah, they're talking about pickles. I don't.
Yep.
I don't want to. I don't want a pickle rash.
Ash, Snipe, I have a douche.
Keep those to yourself. You keep your pickle rashes to yourself, or go to the doctor, or both.
Keep your pickled douches to yourself, Ash.
Ew.
Lord.
It's all like pickle juice.
I hope not. I feel like that would be spicy. You would just be like dancing down there. You douche yourself with pickle juice. Be like, holy, why is it spicy? Why is it spicy?
Oh,
You
I told my dad I was going to put an aircraft cable down that because they wouldn't be able to see it. Oopsies! Did you shatter your windshield? Sorry.
Whoopsie.
Don't drive through my grass. Like, why? Why are you doing that? It's not that far. I get it. It's like the length of his van. But still, rude. It was so rude.
So rude.
Also, there's a tree stump there, so you know. Oh, Heidel. Be careful, Heidel. That sucks. Both directions from the grocery store. Ugh. I mean, the grocery store alone sucks.
You know. Where does Heidel? What state does Heidel live in?
She's in Ohio, in like north. I think she said the northwest part. She's in the north. I can't remember if she's west or east.
Yeah. The thing is, around here, if you don't leave early to go to the stores, it's the same thing, is what she said. You know, I'm swearing up a goddamn storm with these people out there. You know, you gotta leave early. Link.
Am I sending it to you, Carmen?
Email.
I didn't send her a link.
Good
I sent
Lord.
Cheyenne one, so I don't know who I'm sending it to. So I'll send it to.
The state of confusion. Yeah. Yeah. Douches are
right.
unhealthy.
I sent it to both of you.
Destroys the good flora necessary for men
yes.
and women. Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they are not healthy for you. I didn't even know they still sold them. Do they still sell those things? Oh, and then that's the other part. You got to go to the store, get the groceries, then you got to come home and put them away.
Yeah,
Sucks.
you put them away. I'm swearing up a goddamn storm in the kitchen when I get home from the grocery store. My husband comes in and he's like, what's the matter? I was like, these motherfuckers. Like, it's brutal. He looks at me with his eyes wide, and then I say everything I have to say, and then he's like, okay, thanks for doing that, and then leaves the room because he's unsure of his safety.
He doesn't know.
At this point. Yeah, he has no idea what's going to happen next.
Northwest. All right. Yeah, I guess right.
Northwest side.
Northwest side. Northwest. Oh.
Northwest
Well,
Ohio. No one's ever said that I ever know. But, you know. First time for everything.
It's gangsta. It's not gangsta up there. All right. We're just waiting for Cheyenne to come back. She's having technical difficulties. So if you're waiting with us, thank you. Yeah, I have to go pick mine up because they won't deliver to my house. They did once, and then they were like, we can't find your house. I'm like, really? Okay. It's fine. I don't care.
They're like, I'm sorry, there's a tree in the way. We'll be at the store waiting for you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all right. I tried. I did get it delivered once, but I figured twice was not going to happen. It didn't.
You see, that's what happens. Haley is from England, and they don't have trees out there. So the trees are never in their way. So they get just delivered right to her dang front door. Isn't she a lucky little mouse?
I mean, if I lived in the city, but I don't want to. I could do the same thing, but
Boo, Ohio State College. Title.
We do have, they have a tree.
We do have trees. I doubt it. Pictures or it's not real. Bad Dazzer. Okay? Pictures or it's not real.
East side
The
is
trees over
gangsta.
there. The trees over there are fake. They're not real trees. They're fake.
They're like probably the old growth trees, like the
They're
cool ones.
plastic. They're plastic. You know the little plastic palm trees that you get like in the Lego pack? That's the England trees.
Oh,
That's what those are.
we got one. We got somebody. Buffering. Bueller. Uh-oh. That's my internet over the weekend. When poor
I
Carmen.
feel like that's my internet if I walk into the kitchen.
So when Carmen was trying to get hold of me, that's what was happening. It's not working, Carmen.
Nope. And your mic is muted. Your mic is muted.
Well, I tried to
We have
unmute it.
loads of trees here in my city. We have a bunch just outside our house. Pictures or it's not real. I'm just saying.
Nottingham Forest, where Robin Hood hid and died. Well, he should have hid better.
Well, I'm just saying. It snows over here. Haley requires a 3-step, process saying that it really snowed out here because the Karen Reed trial. So I'm going to need to know a 3-step process that she really has trees over there in England. That the trees in England are real.
House long till a tree grows in the UK.
Absolutely. House long. House long. I need to know.
I was typing how long for something that I don't even remember what it was, but man, it made me laugh because I'm like, I want to really put HOS. Okay. All right. She said, they have an outage. Their internet is out, so we will take that down.
Doesn't get snow.
No, not very much. What is an A-larch? I don't. Oh, Cheyenne, you're fine.
Okay, you're fine.
You're fine.
It's out of your control.
Yeah, trust me, been there. Gabby's had to shut my streams down before.
Are you kidding me? StreamYard has kicked me out. Okay, I'm a goddamn self, and I'm like, oh, what the heck do I do now? I mean,
Yeah.
StreamYard kicked me out. I didn't do anything.
They have also sat here and a larch is a tree. Oh, okay, I got it now. I was like, a larch. You've also sat and talked that one time my power went out, and I was like, you guys just kept going because it doesn't stop. It just keeps going.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great time. That's a great time in the AJ history of time.
The sad thing is it's happened twice. At least both times I was able to text you and be like, once I was like, I'm coming back. Everything's on. I'm just waiting for it to reset. And the other time was, can you shut everything down?
Yeah.
Shai says, I truly appreciate everyone who tuned in, and I hope you walked away with something useful. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us again, and we'll do part 3 whenever. I know you have a busy July coming up, so maybe in whenever you're done with with your stuff, because I know I was catching you before that happened.
Well,
so
I will say my sister's probably going back and replaying everything you said to her new to be husband and to her corn obsessed friend.
Well,
she's replaying it. I know she is.
I figured she was going to go back and try to, when I said we were just talking about her last night. What did you say? Nothing bad. Yes, Frank, we do, Carmen. No worries.
You know what was my question? Blame me. Yeah, don't worry about it. We all. Finally, I'm not the one to be blamed. It's Carmen's fault, okay?
Carmen got online and everything went south side.
I mean, yeah, south side. Rude, Carmen. Why'd you have to come on at all? I mean,
I asked her.
You were having a good time.
I invited
Coming
her
into the
on.
room and AJ, what is wrong with you?
I invited her on. When she called me, I was making dinner, and I'm like, "Are you going to be on tonight?" No, I'm going to bed. Okay,
That's what she said
understood.
to me. She said something about bed.
And then she's all of a sudden she's floating by Cheyenne in the background, like
She's pacing in the back of Cheyenne, and then the internet goes down. Little suspicious. Little
she's like,
suspicious.
"Oopsies, I got the cord."
Yeah, she's like, whoopsies, I tripped over the cord. Hopefully no one notices, because I am not going to say anything.
No. You know what, Snipe? The sad thing is I thought about that thing today. I thought about that article. Good night, Ronnie.
Good night, Ronnie.
I was thinking, see you Thursday, Ronnie. You got to come back Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna explain the council.
Oh, Ronnie, you got to come back. Oh, Ronnie, you got to come back Thursday. You're going to be ironing and listening to this slowly, and it's going to be amazing. Trust me, you want to be here Thursday.
But I was thinking, okay, so he makes more money because people don't want to handle their own crap. And I'm like, you know what? I'd be that person, but also I wouldn't buy anything because I also don't want to handle other people's. Because that would gross me out too. Oh, Carmen, I was sleeping. Then work called. Yes.
Okay.
And then
Good excuse.
she said something about bed, and then Shy left. Yeah.
Rude.
You know, like, we know.
Carmen was like tripped over the the plug, and then she's like, "Dinner's done."
Tripped.
Like,
That's what it was.
I skipped it. I skipped over the plug there. Dinner's done.
All right. So sorry that kind of ended abruptly, but we'll do it again. So it's always fun. I like having Shy on. It's a good time. I will tell you guys, my outro is really short tonight. So.
Is it?
It is.
How short is it?
20 seconds?
You know what, AJ? I mean, my dream is one day that a, trial, end. What do they call it? My brain I'm having a malfunction.
A verdict? Oh. No. Opening statement. Remember the one I told you that
closing.
I was going to maybe do because the defense opening statement was 1 minute and 42 seconds.
Correct. My dream is that opening statements would be under that, and a closing statement would be under that. I mean, that would be amazing.
I don't know about the closing statements, but that opening statement was 1 minute 42 seconds or 24 seconds. It was something like that. It was less than 2 minutes.
Well, I remember when you told me that, and I said, "Hallelujah!" I did a little jig in my kitchen when you were saying that to me. I was like, "Beautiful." I mean, what else could you ask for? I know, and
now I don't remember the name of the trial.
Me either.
I haven't. I know. I think I know what it was about, so I can find it. But, okay. So I won't be here tomorrow because we had to reschedule our dinner. So I'm going to do that, which will then now put the Wednesdays off schedule of what they were. Doesn't matter. It's still every other Wednesday. It's the same thing, just a different Wednesday. So Thursday, we're at least going to introduce the council and what we've been talking about and making reference to. And then Flashfan had finally sent me because I was checking and I just kind of gave up and forgot. But I do have the order for Miss Vander Ark from the judge. So when I look at that, it's not very long. So, and then who knows? And then because we're going to send that cow down the river forever and ever and ever, never to return. Because there's no reason for her to. Like, no, I thought she was already gone, but she can stay that way. I can't stand that woman.
Absolutely.
Oh, dang it, Flashman is not here. He's gonna send me a message and be like, "Did you see?" So there was a really bad case in Indianapolis involving another child. She was 5. She weighed 20 pounds.
Oh.
when they found her.
Mm.
And her mom's boyfriend, of course, because it seems to always be that involved. The mom was involved. And the grandmother was involved in this poor little girl's demise. The grandfather had tried, they had taken the child from the home. He tried to get custody of her, and the state was like, nope, we got to do reunification. So they did, and she starved to death in her closet. So the mom her trial started this week because FlashFan had told me about it, and I'm like, well, they're not going to show it, and they haven't. But today, so I guess it started yesterday. Today they declared a mistrial because dumb jurors couldn't follow the rules and just not get information out. Like, just follow the rules. Don't get any more information about the trial. And you couldn't do it, and it got out that you did it. So now they'd already, I don't know why, because we saw this happen in that other case where they had dismissed the alternates. Oh, in the Ohio case, which was good. I'm glad that there was a mistrial in that one, where they dismissed the alternates. So I'm like, why'd you just, the trial had already just started. Why'd you dismiss the alternates? Anything could have happened in the next 7 days. And it clearly did. So the state's like, we can't argue that on their grounds, like, we can't make any argument. So they declared a mistrial on that today. They will be trying her again. That's happening, and it's going to happen in August. So I'm just like,
terrible.
People, I don't know.
Terrible.
So I do apologize in advance because my volume on my outro might be a little bit low because it's hard for me to test on myself. And so I played the intro for everybody, and I will fix that. It's not going to be a normal intro unless we do one of these streams again. So it'll be for that, but I will have it fixed next time. Yep, Frank, they got all the instructions and they still left it up. Yep.
Ugh.
So I won't. I can't put any of your good nights and everything up today because I won't have time. So have a good night.
So tomorrow, dinner.
Yes, and then Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday normal time. Thursday at 6.
You just spit.
I just
Would you spit?
Spit. I said Thursday and spit.
It's her thing. Okay. She's a Daffy Duck, apparently. I'm still waiting for pictures of the trees in so-called England.
Well, you keep waiting, and
I will.
Maybe you'll have an update for us on Thursday. And
Maybe.
Have a good night, everyone. See you guys all later.
AJ after dark. AJ after dark. Stay here with me. AJ after dark. AJ after dark. AJ after dark. Lights out, hearts up. AJ after dark.